Amazing. Anyway, I just wanted to come on with you, Miss Melissa, for my little Fear into Hope series because I've been watching you and talking to you, and you've been creating a lot of community with the hairdressers and in your like different salons in your area. You've been creating community with your staff and your family. So I thought it would be great to come on and share, what you're doing, what I'm doing, and hope that it'll help someone walk away with one little nugget to give them, inspiration and hope. That's what it's all about for me right now, is just helping in that aspect. So why don't you just kind of share where you are for those people that don't know you? Because a lot of people on my page probably don't know you.
Yeah, and vice versa. So I am in upstate New York. So it's Western New York. I'm up in Rochester. I know a lot of people know where Buffalo and Syracuse is. We're kind of smack in the middle. So we've been shut down up here for probably about 8-9 days now. I shut down our salon earlier though, knowing that it was coming. I have some friends in New York City, so we're like 2 days behind them. So they were able to tell me, okay, this is happening, this is happening.
Oh, yeah.
So we're a bigger salon, so we want to be a little bit more proactive of where we were headed, what we had to do, all that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest, I mean, who's ever listening or whoever's going to watch this, 2, 3, even 4 years ago, I was not the same person I was today. I was a salon owner that was just in it for themselves, in it to make money, just doing hair. Like I didn't really care as much as I do now, but after coaching, having a lot of mentors, just doing a lot of stuff with the community, it's changed my mindset 110%. And I think when you find yourself, especially now, in such a hard situation, to sit there and beat yourself up or not to get out of bed or not to do anything with yourself, you're just going to make matters worse. Yeah. So for right now, I am going like a train. Nothing's going to stop me. We're just trying to get things moving and keep business going as usual without touching heads. So that's where we're at.
So why don't you share, what are you doing with your stylist, first of all? Well, actually, let's start with your family. Because I always think we always got to start with self first. We have to get our shit together before we can help everybody else.
Yes.
That's truly where I started. When this happened, I picked up the phone and I called all my brothers and sisters and my mom immediately. Just to check in, I don't know, that was my foundation. So that's what I did. So what'd you do with your family?
So my family, well, I'll start with my little distant family. My sister and her kids and her husband live about an hour from me, and my mom lives about 35-40 minutes. So we're all in a group thread right now. We're actually going to go to my mom's on Saturday, and me and my son are going to play baseball in her front yard and have lunch in her yard while she sits on the porch. My mom is still working. So we can't go near my mom. My son has a compromised immune system, so we have to be careful of where we go with him or whoever goes anywhere. But my family here, we're trying to keep a routine. The first 2 days, I'll be honest, it was a free for all. Yeah. We were all trying to figure out what we wanted to do, adjust it. I mean, it was like 12 o'clock at night and we said, okay, guys, in a couple days, we're going to go back to normal. And we did. We go to bed early like we normally should, wake up. School starts first thing, 9:30, 10 o'clock. My son's on the computer. My daughter's on her computer. My daughter's still in hair school as well. So hence the mannequin behind here. We've been doing a lot of different things. But then after that, we go outside, we play basketball, we go for a walk, come back in, we have lunch together. We usually go back out or we watch a movie, we watch Netflix, we do something together, then have dinner. And then at 8:45 every night, this is a must. It's family game night. I don't care if someone's on their phone in the room, someone's on the phone downstairs, someone's wherever. We're screaming, 8:45, it's game night. And we all run and someone has a game set up ready to go already. So we're just doing like what everyone else is doing around the country, just day by day, but you have to keep a schedule for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to right now. Because we're both working, me and my husband both working from home. And then I've got my daughter doing online school now. And it's like we're so engaged with what we're doing and we just have to disconnect, and just come together and, play games and go for a walk and took my daughter driving and, just something to pass the time. So yeah, it's crazy. Like our kids are so into the social media thing. I don't think it's affecting them as much as it is us, but they also miss, going to school. They have that.
Yeah.
School.
like my daughter's a senior. So she's missing her senior prom, her boyfriend's, I almost said husband. Oh my God. Her boyfriend's senior prom. And then like, we still don't know. Is she going to walk across the stage? Is she going to walk across? She made National Honor Society for hair school. So we don't know if she's going to walk across the stage for that. There's just so many unknowns that out of the two kids here, she's hit the hardest. So
Yeah.
she's had her moments crying here and there, but
Well, I think we all have, right?
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
so what the other thing I saw you doing is you were bringing your kids online with you and kind of making them part of your connection, which I really liked.
Yeah. If you guys could see right now what's happening underneath me, I would show you, but I have pajama pants on. I mean, Tammy, right? We're only getting ready from here up for like the next 2 months. My dog is on my feet, basically snoring. So if you guys hear it, I promise it's my dog. It's not me. It's not my stomach. My husband just made me lunch. And my cat will soon be jumping behind me and walking around. But yeah, no, I try to keep all my entire family, even like just saying hi, just to show I'm just like you guys. I have a family. There's no safe place in this house. It's all up for grabs. I mean, Tammy, before we started, I was just yelling at my son to be quiet. My husband's coughing downstairs. He'll peek his head in. He'll be like, hi, and then he'll go away.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah. He's like, who are you talking to? Can I say hi? But I think right now we have such a disconnect from everybody that we want to feel like everyone's doing what we're doing. Everyone wants to stay connected and say hi. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. And then how about your salon? So your staff, because I worked with your staff. Was it last week or this week? I can't remember.
This week, November. I don't know. It's all blended into one.
I taught my Quiet the Defeating Voices, and you had some of your staff come on there, and I've seen them shifting out of where they were to now they're starting to get active and moving again. And
yeah, and I do think too, like you've said before, Tam, I think everyone has to get to that place on their own.
Yep.
And I think now everyone's kind of coming out of their funk. I mean, we are doing staff meetings every single week, Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock on Zoom. For owners out there, Zoom is a great way to connect. It's free, or you could get the pro package. It's not too bad, but it's definitely one way to keep your salon connected. This morning we had a meeting and we needed it. I needed to calm everyone's nerves, quiet their voices, and tell them where we're headed and what I expect from them from here on out. So it's been great. But then we have fun nights that we jump on. And I mean, if anyone's seen my videos, I always have a glass of wine. It's always the same glass every day, though. I never refill it ever. But no, we jump back on and we said we're going to do a night that we all put our fanciest clothes on and we all have drinks because we're in our pajamas. Like we got to get ready. We got to wash our hair. We got to do our makeup. You have to feel like yourself a little bit in this mess.
Yeah. But I love that though. I mean, I think even helping your staff be on a schedule, that once a week connection, it helps you guys get through it and what's working with your clients and what's not. And you guys are coming up with ideas. So I think a big thing that's really helped your salon is you guys are all working towards selling retail to all the clients. So kind of talk about that. I thought that was a great idea that you guys are
really
doing that.
So, my husband, the first thing he said is the minute we closed, take your retail home. We can't have it there. And we did have a little scare a couple of days ago when I was there. Someone was trying to get in, but thank God they caught the guy and it was fine. But so what we're doing with retail is we're selling out. MB Studio is now in my house. So what we're doing is every time.
Show us your camera. Show us your retail shelves.
Oh my God, shit. I can't. Okay. First of all, let's set this all up for everyone. This was my son's loft that he played video games in and hung out. And now it's MB Studio Loft instead of MB Studio Salon. So I'm going to move you guys over here. So I have half my retail on that shelf.
Yeah.
It goes all the way up. And then my garage is still packed. I just put the main sellers in here. And basically what we're really selling, shampoos, conditioners, toning shampoos is great. Dry shampoos because no one's getting ready, and a deep conditioning mask. Or for people that use TG, we're using boosters. Boosters are flying. So that's been really good.
And I think it's good that you all are collectively communicating with your clients. And how are you communicating with them?
So as of right now, we're taking it week to week, which we know it's probably going to be longer. Every time we call a client, I keep emphasizing to my girls, and if you're younger in your early 20s, it could be a little different, but right now connection just through talking and not texting, I think is number one. That's a great way to communicate and connect with your clients. So when we're calling to move their actual appointments, we're saying to them, hey, we're sorry. blah, blah, blah. We're closed, which everybody else is right now. But we are doing drop shipping. So how the drop shipping works is we're offering free shipping with orders under over 50, and anything under 50, we're doing it for $6. So I've had a ton of different salon owners reach out to me and just ask me like, how'd you figure this out? How'd you figure out the pricing?
Yeah. So let's tell everybody how you did that. Because I think the more
Anybody can go to the postal service. What's that?
I'm sorry, I think we got disconnected.
Oh.
Why don't you tell everybody how you figured out how to do that? Because I think there's a lot of questions around that. How are you doing your shipping? How did you find out how to do it? Where are you getting your boxes? Or
Yeah, and honestly, I had no idea. This is not something, and this is new to me, just like everybody else. So it was trial and error. It took me 2 days to figure out. So it's.
I want you to tell us what worked.
Yeah. So let me tell you what worked. So when you go to the post office, there you guys will see there's a rack, and it'll say priority boxes. But that one has flat fees. So like the smallest one is 8, then there's a 15, then there's a 20. So it doesn't go by weight, it goes by the box. So if you know you have a heavy weight, yeah, sure, get one of those. But if you know it's going to be a lightweight, boxes are free at the post office. It has to say mailing box on it. It looks just like the other ones, but this one says mailing box. So that goes by weight.
Okay.
And as long, like if you have, actually I have a box right here. If you guys have other boxes from like salon owners like this, I just got my TG order today. So I could do this, but you can't send aerosol. So I'm crossing this off with a black Sharpie and then just taping it and putting the label on top, making it with just computer paper and writing their address and shipping. So a box like that with 2 shampoos and a product is costing me under $8.
Yeah.
So to do it by the weight is what you should do, unless there's people buying a ton, then buy the flat shipping. But the weight is kind of what I've done.
And so what you're doing to keep your salon afloat is all that retail sales is going to pay whatever.
It's going to pay our rent. I told the girls, as long as they keep promoting and help selling, and really our clients are so awesome out here. They've reached out, what can we do? What can we do to help? And we just keep saying buy retail, buy gift cards. And with us doing this, it keeps paying the salon's rent. So the girls don't have to pay me rent right now. It's not fair. I mean, I know I still have to pay my rent, but I'm stripping 15 girls, out of doing what they love. So the least I could do is just say, guys, it doesn't cost you anything. Just promote the salon and promote our stuff, and we'll all do this together, and we won't have to pay rent. So
yeah, so that's good. I mean, and working this week, we might have to shift it and change it next week. We don't know. Like, we're just sharing this stuff because it's working and you're making money, and it's really taking the pressure off a little bit of everybody in your salon. So I thought it was important, if somebody wants to try it and it works for them, then it's great.
Yeah, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me too. I have no problem sharing the wealth with everybody.
Yeah. That's awesome. And then as far as you connecting like community with the other salon owners in your area, how's that going? What'd you do to get together with everybody?
Well, I think because we were one of the first ones to close, there was a lot of questions. So that's why I had a lot of connections with people. But it's also, again, none of us know what we're doing. So just bouncing ideas off other salon owners is huge, because you might get an idea from someone and you might get an idea from someone. You put them together, like great, collaboration, like you always say, Tam. It's just right now, I know there's like where we are, there's so many salons, there's so much competition, but at this point there is no competition. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to help each other out. And that's what we've done. I mean, I've talked to probably over a dozen salons already, just trying to figure out what they're doing, what we're doing, what works, what doesn't work. So it's been really great.
Yeah, I love it. Trish has, or not Trish, Trina, Trina from TG. She just said, you ship the boxes, do you have to take them to the post office?
Yes, Trina. I'm very fortunate that I could walk, but I have my gloves on and I have my mask on, and my boxes are ready to go by the time I get there. The post office knows I'm also doing this with them. So when I'm showing up with 15, 10, 20 boxes, they're pretty much ready to go, and I'm in and out super, super quick.
Yeah, and you're like walking up there with your kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my kids are holding it. I can't carry them all. We're doing so great. It's been awesome.
And the other one is dropping them off at homes. I've seen people doing that where they, pay for it ahead of time. The stylist knows what the client's getting, and they're dropping it off at their doorstep and leaving and just calling them and saying, hey, it's at your front door. So that's another way to do it. And it also
Yeah.
house. It's, you're not coming in contact with anyone, you
So
know.
yeah, the way we've been doing it is so our town, it's like east and west, and then there's central city. So our salon's in the city. I live on the east side, and there's a couple girls that live on the west side. So I don't know if you've seen my picture, but we met in the parking lot at work, and we all dropped bags all over the place, and then we grabbed them. So one person did the west side, one did the east side, and these are the days that there's just a lot of shipping that we need to do. It just makes more sense. And we want to get out of the house. We want to drive. Like we have no problem getting in the car and just dropping off on a porch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. And the other idea that you shared with me was that you're having your clients use eyeshadow to cover up the root touch up. I know that's such a big thing for people right now, but I mean, I think that was a great idea. Just use some brown eyeshadow.
Yeah, well, there's been a couple. Yeah, there's been people on the phone and they're like, what am I going to do? How am I going to fix my roots? And obviously no one's going to buy box dye, especially if they love you and respect you and trust you. They're not going to trust themselves. So I always say, do you have shimmer eyeshadow or regular? The key is regular. Shimmer is not going to work. You're going to have glitter on top of the silver. You'll be like glowing. It'll be like sprinkles. So I always tell it, when you want to use a flat shadow, anything works. There are some products on the market that you could buy, but if you have shadow at home, I mean, let's be honest, Tam, we talked about it. No one's going anywhere. Yeah, we're on like this. And if I pull my hair back, you could see my gray, but there's different ways to hide it. You could use shadow. You guys, you could do a zigzag part. You could make bangs and pull it on the side for a day. There's a lot of different things that you could do. In Zoom and FaceTime, they can't see your gray really that good. They really can't.
Well, and I think the other thing you guys were doing as a salon is you're doing tutorials for your clients to show them how to style their hair to cover it up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I said that to my girls this morning. A simple ponytail, a blowout, a curl, us stylists take it for granted. And when other stylists see it, we kind of feel like it's almost like cheesy that we're showing that. But guys, the people that are following you, it's probably 80% clientele, let's be honest. They don't understand a basic blowout. They don't understand a basic curl. So just showing them and staying connected. The thing is, as long as you're on social media and they keep seeing you and seeing you and seeing you, it's going to remind them that their loyalty is to you, and they're going to come back when we get back to work again.
Yeah, I agree. I love that. And then, so what are you doing just to stay sane right now? Because I'm always up for a new idea, girl.
I
I don't even know if there is balance right now, but
I don't, every day is different, right, Tam?
I mean, like last night I was a hot mess. This morning I'm great. It's like, I am like this.
I mean, remember the first night I called you? I was drinking. Yeah. I was crying. I was a mess. But
friends calling me from the hospital. I got people like, a week ago, people's salons are closing down and they had the breakdown with me and now they're fine. And then the next person's salon closes down and they call and I'm just like, I get it. I understand like what's going on, the mental capacity of this all. I mean, I remember where you were when you first closed down. We talked.
Yeah, I was a mess.
You were drinking, and in the morning you were sober, and then it was just like, I'm like, girl, just whatever it takes.
Those were the 2 days that I sat in my house. It just was like an absolute, crap show.
You said to me today when I talked to you is that the secret for you has been to move.
Yeah, to move your body. So like my husband, unfortunately, he threw his back out because we moved it too much doing kettlebell swings. Sorry. So it's literally like if I don't go for a walk or a hike or just do something like my bicycle or do something streaming on the TV, I'm depressed, and I could tell I'm depressed. I could tell as long as my mind's moving and my body's moving, I feel good. Like after this, we're going to go for a walk. You need to keep your body moving or you're going to lose your mind. You got to pull yourself out of bed. Sure, feel bad for yourself, but go outside and feel bad for yourself. Because by the time you walk back home, you're going to feel great.
Yeah. It's definitely just not getting stuck in that moment.
Right.
And just reach out. I mean, we have such a great community of hairdressers. We're all going through the same thing. So I just highly encourage you to reach out. And even if you're not a hairdresser watching, reach out to somebody. They need it today. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for someone else.
Well, and most of the time we're counselors. And now we need to be counseled, That's a word, counseled. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good stuff. So anything else you want to add before we go?
No, I can't think of anything. I mean, we're just, us hairdressers, we're hustlers. We'll find a way.
Yeah.
So the retail's huge. I mean, I can't emphasize it enough. I mean, our sales over just the weekend was more than we usually sell in a week when we're open, and it hasn't stopped. It's been continuing to go.
Yeah. It's just, you got to try and just keep trying. You can't stop. Like, why don't you tell them how you had did social media the one day and how much money you made compared to the day you didn't do any social media?
Okay, so on Sunday I did social media all day long, and I was gonna say we raised like it's donations. We made $940 on Sunday on retail alone,
Yeah.
and then and yesterday I was spent. I knew there was other things I had to take care of, and I made under 200. And I was like, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I was sad. I'm like, I didn't put my 110% into that day, and it showed. It definitely showed.
Yeah. And, you got to be honest, you're not going to be able to do 110% every single day.
Right.
But collectively, you guys all working together, that's what's making the difference. It's not just putting it all on the salon owner's back. Like, it doesn't matter if you're rental, commission, in your own loft, like, come together as a group, all the loft people in your same salon loft, like, come together and, start a Facebook group together and strategize how you guys can keep everybody's lofts going. It's all about just finding a way, and what works today may not work tomorrow, and we might shift it up and next week something different. But I think it's so important to share the ideas, because I think we all have the solutions already. We're just not we got those creative juices stuck, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If anybody can find a solution to creativity inside of hairdressers, we will find a way.
Yes.
But we just have to talk about it.
And we're going to be great. I mean, when we go back, it's going to be okay. And we're going to be busier than we ever were. That if I hear one hairdresser complain that they're tired, I'm going to make sure everyone remembers COVID-19. So during Christmas time, I'm going to be like, COVID-19, you want that back again? I don't think so.
That's the code word, and everybody will get their shit together like that.
Yep, real quick.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Melissa, and I hope everybody that's watching that you picked up at least one good nugget today. I'm going to be back tomorrow and Friday with my Maximize the Moment group in the morning, and then immediately following that, we're going to be talking about the body tomorrow and the soul on Friday. So, and then also on Friday, I'm doing my the Defeating Voices again, complimentary class. Anybody can take it. You don't have to be a hairdresser. But I have to say that is helping really get the mindset going for a lot of people. So I invite you to join me there, and it'll just be, that's a Zoom room. And just send me your email address in my messenger, and I will shoot you the link to join us. So stay strong, everybody. Stay healthy, and definitely stay connected. And thank you, Melissa.
Oh, thank you, Tam.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
All right.
Great day.
Bye.
Bye.